ingrained in you, the next thing you need to do is to mix it with a lot of faith. And you know that faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So you have to feed your soul with the word of God. You have to get the scriptures that are in line with the desire that you have. If you're planning to build a home, you have to get scriptures that encourage you and tell you that you're going to make it. So you have to have those scriptures. And the other thing is that you have to meditate upon them every single time. Because the more you meditate upon something, the more it comes to reality. And the reason I am saying that is because a lot of the things, and this is a testament of that, is that this was born in 2019, but it was only unveiled in December of 2023. But it's because I had a burning desire to actually one day build homes. And when I got that desire, what I did is that I took my laptop, that time I was still in full-time employment, and I wrote the kind of homes I want. Even this name that we have here is not a name that we got in 2023. I got this name in 2019. So I wrote that name and I said, I am going to build this kind of gated community, and there'll be so many units. From here, you can see there are 43. My vision was to do 43 homes. If you look at that house, it is number 43. It has a number 43. That is the first phase, and that is what I trusted God for. So I wrote it down and I put it on my laptop. I cut a small piece of paper, put it on my laptop. Another one, I stuck it on my dressing mirror. Another one on my car dashboard, so that every time I looked at it, it reminded me that one day this is going to come to fruition. So what am I saying? Whatever it is that you're trusting God for, put it down on paper. That burning desire, let it be before you. So every time you go to dress up, as you put up your makeup or whatever it is you're doing, as you drive your car, let it remind you that this thing is going to come to pass. And fast forward, it actually came to pass in 2023. Of course, there was a lot of push from this little girl here, and it came to pass. Now, that had to be mixed with a lot of faith. So every time I prayed, I would remind God, remember, this is going to happen. Remember, this is what I want to achieve. So with that, with the burning desire, mixed with a lot of faith, mixed with reminding myself and meditating upon it, and now taking the action. When I keep saying this because for me this is important, because one day she will remember this after she looks back and see the journey that we have walked together. One day we are driving to school and she tells me, Mom, why can't you build an estate? I had never shared with her that I want to build an estate, I want to do anything, but she asked me, why can't you build an estate? And I was like, okay. That now brought me back. You know, this thing that I've been saying I want to do, it actually now began to come to life. And I put it at the back of my mind and I asked her, why did you say that? And we discussed about it. Then fast forward another day, she asked me, okay, why can't you build an estate like Jacaranda? And I was like, okay, so why Jacaranda and not anywhere else? And she started telling me, oh, you know, you need to do this and you need to be different. Don't do what everybody else is doing. And she started bringing my vision to life. And that's a moment at which I decided, let me go and look for land. So I started the journey to look for land. I got an architect. We sat down and we started putting to paper the kind of house that I would want. So last year when I came, in May, June, and July, I was here. I left early July. One of the things I did, I came with that house that I really wanted to build. And I decided, no, this is not bado haijafika, it's not speaking. So I decided to go and tour homes in different states. I went to Kansas, I went to Arizona, I went to California, and I was able to see different kind of, even here, I saw different kind of homes, and I was able to talk to people and listen and hear what exactly is it that they are looking for. So when I came up with this, it's actually a combination of so many ideas, picked from here, picked from there, and listening to so many people as to what they would want. As I sat down there, a little girl actually told me, you know, this house looks like it has upstairs. And I was like, yes, it does. Now, you know, I would want something that I don't have to go up the stairs because of my leg. And one of the things that we did, as if you get into this house, and we'll get an opportunity to actually play the video so that you can listen and get to know what kind of home are we talking about. This home, what Jeremy said, sits on 100 by 100. The other thing is that as you get into the house, you don't just get in and get into the living room, or, you get a space, you're able to interact with the house, you're able to interact with the beauty. You can see the kitchen is over there, you can see the dining room, you can see the living room, and you can see the spiral staircase that takes you up. So we create that environment that, it's an inviting environment. You don't just get in and you're on four walls. And now the other thing is that this house has 4 bedrooms, all master en suite. 3 of them are on the ground floor. And for a reason, the master is on the ground floor. And for a reason, because when people go back home, and as we age, and granted, we will all age, isn't it? At some point, we'll not be able to go up the stairs, we'll not be encouraged to go up the stairs, but you still want your nice, lovely, beautiful bedroom. So we decided to put the master on the ground floor so that if age catches up with you, you still enjoy the ambience of your bedroom. And we have created these bedrooms in such a way that it's not just a bedroom. You get into the bedroom, and the things I have spoken about, your burning desire, mixed with faith, meditation, you have a space where you can go and actually sit and read your book, read your Bible, listen to your music, pray, meditate, away from your bed. Okay? That's what we have created. It's a reading nook, and you can actually be able to do that. Now, in the master bedroom, the bathroom itself, we have we have the bedroom, the walk-in closet, and a very spacious bathroom. Now, in the bathroom, it's special in such a way that if you're taking a shower, we've opened up the roof with glass. So you can actually take a shower. You'll not be seen. You can take a shower and you can see the stars. If you're taking a shower in the night, if you're taking a shower during the day, you can see the birds flying. So we are creating an outdoor indoors. Okay? And that's what we are calling the Oint Country Homes. It's not just a home, it's an experience. You experience every living space that you have within that house. When it comes to those are the bedrooms. So when it comes to the living rooms, we have 2 living rooms, one downstairs and the other one upstairs. Kitchens, we have 2. Why do we have 2 kitchens? Number 1, sometimes when you're hosting, you do heavy duty cooking. Women, tuko pamoja? Sometimes we do a lot of heavy duty cooking, and you don't want your main space messed up na potato peels, peels, and all that. So the wet kitchen, which is a smaller kitchen, is actually for your heavy duty cooking. You can be able to do all the things that you want to do, and that gives you and leaves your other kitchen very clean and pristine. Now, going up the spiral staircase, we have another bedroom. Why do we have another bedroom upstairs? We have young people who would want our homes. And they say, "Ai, hatujisikii kukaa chini." So the other bedroom, you can actually decide this is going to be my master. It's not as grand as the one downstairs, but again, it has some features of the master. So it's actually a master, but it can be used for anything else. So we have created like a private dwelling upstairs. So you have that room that you can convert to your master. And we have now the lounge, a very spacious lounge. I think you have seen it. And then it opens up to the place that I love the most. And that's a green terrace. That green terrace is where you can entertain. You have your gazebo. You can have your barbecue area. That's where you do your entertainment. So that is our Oint Country Homes. Simunipigie makofi. Do you feel like you're already inside those homes? Si nimewapeleka tour? Yeah, so those are the Oint Country Homes. And if you look at that area, somebody may be asking, where are these homes situated? These homes are situated of Thika along Gatanga Road. If you're going down Thika Road, you get to Blue Post, you will detour on the left on the Gatanga Road, you will go just 8 kilometers. Actually, it is the Muthaiga of Thika. That's where you have the beautiful homes and, all the wonderful ambience. It's around there. So that's where we have our homes in Gatanga of Thika. The price, very good price. If you look at the surrounding area, and even somebody, when we posted our video, they actually commented and said, these are the most affordable homes in that area. They're only going for 24.8 million. And remember, they're built on quarter an acre. So 24.8, you put up a deposit of 4.65, the rest you pay within 18 months. And that beautiful home, the Oint Country home, will be yours. Okay? Now, let's go to Ruiru East.
Before we go to Ruiru East, CEO, wacha nikukatiza kidogo. This goes to the exactly. So
yes,
we need to get some questions about the estate. If anybody has a question about the estate,
it is. It's you actually that route for Gedi. Did you say Gedi? After you see the road to Bendo. The road to Bendo. See the road to Bendo. You go down like that. So there's this other estate, Maki Estate. You see Maki Estate. So if you're the road that you're supposed to use is actually from Maki Estate, you go straight. You don't even go through Gatanga Road. But it's a little bit, it's not tarmacked. So we use the Gatanga Road. We go all the way about 6.5 kilometers, and then now we detour to the left. So that we go catch that road and then go to our project. Yeah.
Aya. Kwena murena kiuria nyumba-ini icio. Wakiri, wena kiuria.
Yeah, the only thing which I would propose you also mention, since a lot of you may not be having 24.8 million within 18 months, I'm seeing here there is financing.
Yes.
Maybe you can explain that.
Okay. Thank you, Bwana Wakiri. Yes, we felt, and when we were doing these homes, we asked ourselves, how best can we facilitate those people who would want these homes to afford? And we entered into a partnership with Housing Finance, that is HFC, HFC Bank, and we entered into a partnership with them so that you are able to access financing from HFC. And how does it work? You will pay up your deposit. They requested that somebody pays at least 20%, 20 to 30%. And then now, as we construct, we will give them the architect certificates. And the moment we give them, they will now advance you the portion of the facility or the amount you're supposed to have paid for that. So if you've done 50%, they will advance 50% or up to 50%. So the difference. When we go to 60, they advance the other 10. So that a facility is not given to you upfront in full, but it's given in piecemeal as we do the construction. Yes. And if you want to take that route, you talk to us, we'll connect you with HFC, we'll start the paperwork and they'll evaluate and they'll be able to advise us accordingly and we can embark on the journey. Chris?
That's self-financing, correct?
Yes.
So will that be equal installments or how does that work?
It would be, the 4.65 is payable for booking once you book. The rest now you stretch it within the 18 months, preferably equal installments for the 18 months. So that by the time we are done with the homes, you're also done with your payments and we can hand over the home to you. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, ask that question. One more question here.
Is the home furnished?
Oh,
Okay.
you know, I would expected that as a first question. So what you have seen here, what we are going to provide is anything that is fitted, right? So anything that is furniture that you have to bring in, like your bed, your seats, that is all up to you. In the kitchen, we are fitting the cooker, the microwave, and the oven. So the fridge, because a lot of people, you know, they want different kinds of things. So the fridge is yours, but the rest we are going to fit for you. Lakini viti ujilete tafadhali. Yes, it has a very big, you know, we are building on a 100 by 100. Yes, it has a very big backyard and it has a very big, okay, we've made the backyard bigger because the living room will open up to the backyard. So the backyard is where now you can entertain your guests if you don't want to go to the terrace. So yes, it has a very big backyard. Mm-hmm.
I'm presuming it's controlled where all the homes.
Correct.
So you cannot make, like, can you customize?
Yes, you can customize your interior. You can customize the way you want it.
But the outside you
The
cannot.
outside would need to look the same so that we are not having a disorganized estate.
Okay, because
Yeah.
even here we go through a home, you buy an estate and you're promised is controlled with an HOA. Then the HOA sometimes is dysfunctional. So are those enforceable in Kenya? The HOAs?
Yes, they are. In fact, the residents associations are usually very strong because when I build the homes, once I am done and I hand over the estate to the residents, because we also have common areas. We have a place where we have a clubhouse, so that will belong to the residents. So this association of residents, you are able to make rules that are enforceable by law. Yes.
Okay.
So you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't. Now that is the estate that will manage that process and come up with the rules. Yeah.
All right.
There was another question here.
Let me bring the mic to you. Do you have another microphone, DJ? Okay. Where's the question?
Oh, the question is right here. That's an amazing project you've started. And I have a question. After you finish constructing that one, can you continue building homes for us? Because I think all of us here, even affordable ones for, there are people who can't afford the 24 million. But they would be interested because it's very hard for people who are in diaspora to trust even relatives back home. So is this something that you'll continue doing for us?
Thank you, Monica, for that question. Actually, before I came, I got a call from a group in the UK. And they told me that, Jane, they are a group of 6. And we would want a home back home. And right now we have finished with our children. They have their own home. So we just want a home for ourselves. And what you have is too big. So I'm in the process of coming up with something that is smaller. It may not sit on 100 by 100, but I'm in the process of coming up with something that is smaller. The architect has already begun the work. So when that is out, most likely in my next visit, I should be able to tell you what we have. And yes, affordable homes are coming by Amara Realty.
One more question, 2 there, or 3, 4.
When am I starting? These ones or the other ones? The OINT, we are breaking ground in June. 18 months. Yes.
Another question back there.
Hmm? You pay as we build. That's the reason we are working with HFC, because they are flexible to actually finance as we build. I think so far, I think it's the only bank that has that model where they finance as the houses are built. Because if you wait, any other bank can finance you once the homes are complete. But again, once the homes are complete, they become very, very expensive. It will not be the 24.8 million we are talking about. It will be much, much more.
Thank you.
Yeah. So they do finance as we do the construction. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are done. Oh, one more question right here.
I wanted to know what's the actual square footage of the property itself, apart from where it's sitting
perfect.
on.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that. And thank you so much for bringing it up. These houses are 300 square meters. That is 3,200 plus square feet. You got that? Is that a small house or a big house? It's a massive house. Actually, when I did this, because I had to get the feedback of as many architects as I could. Every time I went to them, they were like, oh my God, these are huge homes. These are huge, huge, huge homes. Some of them were like, why don't you consider making them smaller and all that? But I was like, no, there's something I want to give. So for this first project, let me give the desire, that thing I have always dreamt about. Let me give that for the first project. It will evolve as we go along. We'll build many more kinds of homes. But for this particular one, I decided I'm going to stick to the humongous house. And yes, that's the size. Yeah.
Asante. Okay, here. Let's start here, then come to Rachel.
I'm wondering if is there any other form of security that you require from somebody besides the deposit that the person is paying?
No. Security in terms of whether you're getting through, if you're getting financing through the bank,
Yeah.
no, they will not. Their security will be the house that we are building. That will be their security. Because as I said, they are going to loan money as per the stages of construction. So if the house is 24.8, if we are at, let's say, 50%, the money you will have contributed plus what they will have given will be 12.4 million. So the house as it's built continues to be their security. So when we start the process, if you're going to go through the bank financing, when we do the lease documents, those leases will be conjoined with the bank. It will not be your lease alone. So the bank will take that lease as their security and they're going to charge it. So should anything happen, they still have the house that is conjoined with you. Yeah.
Thank you. The last question, kindly.
At the moment, I will say initially it was 18%. But after the banks announced their finances, it's been going up. So I do not know exactly how much it is. And it also varies from bank to bank. Even for them, they normally say, because now they have, they had their base lending rate. That was 18 before they announced the results. So currently, I'm not sure how much they're going to charge.